Okay, hi, welcome back to my channel. I have Spider-Man with me today for just a pair of seconds or just a couple of seconds, and he's going to taste test my tea. This is an immunity boosting tea. Sometimes the children do not like it because it has cayenne pepper in it and ginger, which is a little spicy, but I'm going to see if he likes it. So I'm gonna
Is it ginger in it?
just put a few drops now. I want you to.
Is it ginger in it?
Here, you have to taste it and see what it tastes like. You have, come on, you on video now. You give me a thumbs up if it tastes delicious. Come on, it smells the same. Taste it. It's good for you. Taste it and see how it tastes, please. You're wasting my video time. I don't have a lot of time. Just taste it. Just take a little bitty sip and taste it. Did you taste it? You didn't taste it? I think you did. Let me see. Did you taste it? You're not gonna taste it. It's delicious. Taste it. It's delicious. Lick your lip and taste it. You taste it?
Tastes nasty.
It is not nasty. Okay, bye-bye. But okay, he says it's nasty. It's not nasty. It really tastes like limeade. They sometimes don't like drinking it because I put cayenne pepper in it, which is great for immunity. And it has ginger, which is a little spicy. But for them, I didn't make it so spicy. And I put agave and honey in it, and lime juice, and dill. All right, so let me just show you. It's been a long day. Let me continue to encourage you to find out what works best for you when it comes to using things that you have on hand. And if you have a shortage, if you can't go to the store, if you don't have a job, if you don't have the money, if you can't buy or sell, try to prepare your mind to start thinking like that, because if you wait until that time happens, you're going to stress out. You're going to freak out. It's going to be a real stressful time for you. So that's the hope that I have for you this year, that if you take anything away from my channel, you will take away to be prepared with a medical kit. When I say medical kit, not only do you need certain type of medicines, medications, now buy them and have them on hand at all times, but you also need the monitor to be able to monitor your temperature, the thermometer. You need to be able to monitor your sugar level. You need to be able to monitor your oxygen in your blood. It's called an oximeter. You need to be able maybe to definitely monitor your blood pressure, and then your heart rate. But you can feel your pulse. If you know how to count to take your heart rate, you should be able to do that too, but you might want a stethoscope also. It wouldn't hurt. All right. Then you need a certain food supply. Okay. What can you eat that you like? Learn how to prepare meals homemade. Okay, have you a supply of food, have you a medical supply, and the kit to be able to monitor your numbers. Also, you need to take care of your body, not just with food on the inside, but on the outside. So I had a video earlier today where I named about 7 to 10 things that I need. Just, you know, basic things that I need to just take care of my body. And then you want to have clothing also. I did a video about just having a basis, and there's the tank top that I have on, and this is the other shirt. Let's see, clothing, food, medication, and medical supplies to monitor your levels. You're also going to need, we'll get into the next video, we'll get into at least Okay, so the next two videos, 15 staples that you may need. And if you don't want to wait for that video, head on over to Acre Homestead on YouTube. And I'm learning some things from her, but she does a lot of food prepping and growing her own things. And basically, she made a video about the 15 things that you need to have in your pantry and the type of buckets that she uses and things like that. So head on over to there. That's where I got my ideas from for myself. But of course, everybody's different. You might want to customize. But some things, say for instance, I'm trying to live a vegan lifestyle. Well, she's not. She does dairy. So some things might be a little different where I might not want to use white flour. But hey, if that's all I can get, that's what I can get, okay? So, and then the next video is going to be things that we need, like toiletries. That, for instance, toilet paper, toothpaste. I've talked about that stuff, but sometimes we take things for granted. So even baby wipes, you know, that might be something you can use to clean up. And then there are some things that you might need in a third video, now that I'm thinking about it, for survival. Things like, I watched a video of a gentleman who took cotton balls and wax. Because if you have just matches and your matches get wet, even if, say for instance, you don't have a plastic bag, your matches get wet, how you gonna start a fire if you don't know how to start a fire with 2 sticks? Say the sticks are wet, how you gonna start a fire? So he took cotton balls and heated up, you have to be very careful, some wax, dip the cotton balls in the wax and then let them dry. And he has a whole supply of fire starters for if he needs to start a fire in nature. So things like that, a survival kit, okay? That might be the third video. But as I end this video, I'm gonna show you my hair. And before I do that, here is the question of the video. It's a survival question. I needed to make a tea. This is a real life situation. I needed to make a tea today and I needed to use dill. Well, I was out of fresh dill. If you know anything about fresh dill, it's on a stem. The dill that I had was in a container. So when I sprinkled the dill in my boiling water, I had a lot of specks of dill, but I needed to have a tea with no specks of dill. I did not have a sieve. The only 2 things that I had were these little cups, like, they look like cupcake holders, but for a little bit of candy. And they're aluminum foil, so that wasn't gonna work. Had they just been paper, that would have worked. And I had a couple of tea bags and a funnel. So with this limited supply, picture yourself with a pot of boiling water that you have a lot of pieces of dill in and pieces of ginger that have boiled. You let it cool off. How do you get it into a container to make tea with it without something to strain the dill? You only have 1, 2, 3 things that you could use. How would you do it? All right, and then I'm gonna show you my hair before the video cuts off. So, as I said, I could wear a scarf all year long, but I went ahead and I braided my hair. I wanna show you my scalp first of all, if you can see close up. Let me stand up here. Okay, for those who may be thinking that the bentonite clay may not clean your hair, I want you to see my scalp. If my lips were a little fuller, my lips are so thin, but I'm gonna get that complexion together. I want you to see, let me try to hold this, the back of my head. And my parts and this side. Okay, so see, I think I still have some thinning. I don't have any edge control in my hair. This is this side. I have 3 braids on this side, 3 braids on that side, and 2 down the middle. I wanted 1 down the middle, but it wasn't gonna happen. So this is where I will be putting onion juice. I'm gonna do 4 hairstyles this year. That's my goal, 4 hairstyles. I know I could